Hey guys, welcome to Filmmaking Today. I'm your host, Bojan Dulabic. So in this episode, we're going to do something really nice, which is we're going to unbox this little guy here. So I got the Olympus OMD EM5 Mark II, long name, camera. So I have been researching cameras to replace my current T3i, which is this guy right here. Now, as some of you may or may not know, I use the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera as my main video camera. I use it to shoot my current feature, Project Eugenics, and I'm using it pretty much for all my projects as my main camera. And I have been using the T3i as my B camera and also for still photography. It's a great camera, but you know, it is an old camera and it's time to let go. So I have been looking at Micro Four Thirds cameras to replace this one because the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera is a Micro Four Thirds camera. So I figured, well, why don't I get a Micro Four Thirds camera so I can use the same lenses? Using the Blackmagic Pocket camera, I realized one thing, which is, to me, DSLRs are dead. All right, it's just, I think the future really lies in a Micro Four Thirds compact system type of a camera. It might not be exactly the Micro Four Thirds system that survives, but I think this type of a camera will be the future. And I think it is time to let go of this for various reasons, and I'll do another video about that, so I won't go into that in this video. So anyway, I'll go into more details on the actual camera here. I'm gonna, oops, let me hold it right here. I'll do test videos and all that kind of stuff, and I'll do a comparison video with this one. So you guys, if you are in the same situation and you're thinking of switching and you have literally the same camera or a similar camera to the T3i, this might help you. So for this one, like I said, I'll just do an unboxing and let's get right into it. All right, so here we have this beautiful package, and it's very slick, very minimalistic. You can see it here from all sides. You've got some specs here. I can't capture it, sorry, it's a bit of a pain. And then some more stuff here. And then here you have, let me flip that around, and all the basic information and all that stuff. So let's open it up. Now, it's essentially a box within a box. So let me flip that around and open it up this way. So when you open it up, you get this box, and then there's nothing in here. And now let's open up the main box. So, ta-da! Look at this beauty. That's what I'm talking about. Now, let's start. So, usual warranty crap, which none of us read. We can discard that. Let's put it over here. So, we've got, let's see here. So, you've got a few different things. Let me put that aside and focus on this box. Oh. All right. So, in this little box, we have, so here we have, what is this? Looks like, so it's a USB cable. It's probably for video, I would assume. Anyway, let's put that aside. Nothing here. Then we've got the usual strap, which, I use sometimes. Sometimes I don't, just depends. Here we have the power cable. Just usual, typical power cable. Then here, this is really cool. So the M5 does not have a built-in flash, but it has an external flash which comes with it. And some people might like this, some might not. But the cool thing is it swivels, so you can actually bounce this off of the ceiling, off of different walls. So I actually prefer this over the built-in one, because let's face it, the built-in one is always crap. I mean, you use it if you really have to. So let's put that aside. I'll talk more about all that stuff. Then we have the usual charger. Nothing fancy. I do wish it was a charger where you had this essentially built in. Some of them you can just kind of, the thing that goes into the wall is built in here. You plug it in. But I mean, it's not the end of the world. So then there is the battery. Let's put all that stuff aside. So this is the battery. Now, I have heard that the battery life is not the greatest. I will have to do more tests on that front, but this is it. Now, this is let me see here. It's a 1,220 milliamp battery. So I'll do more tests on that and I'll let you know how it performs. And then the last but not least, this is actually really cool. And I give Olympus props for doing this. So this is a little pouch for the flash. So actually, here's the flash again. Let me take this one off. There we go. We'll put this in here. So this is the flash, and this is the part you see it. Let me try to catch that. See, this moves, and that's really cool. I really think this is great. And I don't mind that it's not built in because I don't use a flash all the time. And here's that little pouch, which these are small things, but it's really cool when a company does that. I mean, it's nice. You can actually, here's a little strap where you can, mount it on different things, I guess. But yeah, so that's that one. So let's put that aside. And now back to the big box. So we have a few more things here. So here we have, I would assume it looks like manuals and all that kind of stuff. So let's see. Yep. So nothing there. So here's the CD, DVD, whatever it is. Quick setup. So what are you getting here? So you got the online registration, you've got a viewer software, and you've got manual. So I'm assuming it's the same manual that you get here. Again, most of us, including me, don't really bother with the manual, but I'll see how that goes. And then here we go. Here's the main piece. Oh yeah, baby. Look at this. Let me put this aside again. So it comes with a really nice pouch. It's not your cheapy pouch. I mean, this has some girth to it. I'm gonna use this pouch. And let's see here. Oh yeah, look at this guy. So that's it. So they do come in two finishes. So you've got the black finish here, and then you've got a silver one, which really gives you the retro look from the 70s and 80s, I guess. Personally, I don't care. I grabbed this one because that's the one that was available. But some people might want to get the retro look, so go for it. Holding it, just first impressions. This is literally the first time I'm holding this one. I was holding the previous generation in my hand, just in store, but I haven't held this one. And it feels good. It's very, very. It's sturdy. It's a quality build. They did not cheap out on this one. I mean, you are getting what you paid for. So. There's and this is actually cool. I do like this. Some people might be annoyed at this, but look at the options that you have up here. Let me try to get that. I mean, obviously you've got your typical. Here you've got your typical dial here, and you've got the little lock here, which is supposed to prevent you from accidentally flipping this over. Which, in my experience, using cameras for over a decade now, I have never accidentally done that, but whatever, maybe some people have. But anyway, that's beside the point. So you've got that standard one here, and then you've got a ring here, and you've got a ring here, and as far as I understand it, you can use these two for either aperture or ISO adjustment. Aperture or shutter, maybe ISO, I'm not sure. And you can program whichever way you want to use for whatever. And just having all these options, to me, it's great, because that's the one thing I hate about the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera. You have to dig into the menu. It's really cumbersome. I love the quality it gives you, but I do wish there were more buttons on there, frankly, to make things easier. So you can't go wrong, man. I mean, look at all these buttons. This is unbelievable. And then we are here at the screen. Now, the previous generation had a screen that will just tilt up and down, and you had certain flexibility with it, but not as much. This is your full-on, your typical kind of DSLR screen that tilts, flips. I prefer this because it just allows me to, however I'm shooting or if I'm taking photos, it just really allows me to get creatively when it comes to different angles. And if you want to record yourself, you can always flip it like this, and then you can do the selfie mode and record yourself or take pictures, whatever it is. So that's really cool. Love that. And then obviously you have your typical options here, your left, right, up and down menu, your menu button, info, and all that stuff. And let me just close that. And then obviously, this is the lens cap. Now, this is the body only, so it does not come with a lens, which in my case is fine because I already have 2 lenses that I use on my Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera, and I will be using it on this one, hence why I wanted a micro four thirds camera. And then you've got obviously the screen here, and just looking at it, it's a pretty big screen. Again, I haven't done any testing with it. This is just my first impressions. And then up here you've got the hot shoe, so this is just a piece of plastic. You can put all kinds of things on there, like the flash that I was talking about earlier. So let me just grab that one. So again, here's the flash that would go on top here, and then you have a lock button. So you press that one. Yeah, and then when you press it, doesn't go anywhere, and then you can adjust it. And this is really cool. I don't think I need an external, like a full-on flash. I think this is more than enough, and it is included. Just that alone, that's a pretty big thing, and I have to say that's really cool. So let's just quickly talk about the ports. So on this side, you've got your typical SD card slot, and I love the fact that it is included on the side. It's not at the bottom where, with the battery. That's another pain with my Blackmagic. The SD card is in here, so it can get challenging getting onto it. Especially in this case, I do plan on getting the grip. So by getting that, you kind of, if the SD card was here, it would be a pain to switch it around. So the fact that it's not, I welcome that. And then here you have, your battery goes in here. So let's put that in there. Let's see if it's charged up. There you go. So you just put it in there, you lock it in place, and that's it. And you have your standard tripod mount here, and then here. Now this is a really cool thing that wasn't included in the previous generation, as far as I understand it, which is, so you have a mic import right here. So that's really cool. So if you want to record sound straight into it, you have it included. And then you also have a micro, so this is a micro HDMI port, and you have AV, I think this is AV port right here. So you are covered when it comes to the basics. Now I usually record sound externally and then I sync it up, so this wouldn't be a deal breaker for me if it didn't have the line in, but a lot of people do want that, so that's really cool. So let me see if I fire this guy up. So yeah, so there's still some juice in there. So there we go. Now I'm not going to do anything more with this, so obviously just wanted to show you the unboxing and then go over everything. I will be doing more video tests with it and all that stuff, and really see how well it performs as a B camera with my Blackmagic. I don't expect this to match my Blackmagic. It won't. However, for what I intend to use it, I think it will work well. So that's it for me, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for more, and subscribe to my newsletter. Just go to filmmakingtoday.com and check out my feature film project, Eugenics. Thanks, guys.